Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat at malugod na pagbati mula sa Future Earth Philippines at welcome po sa 98th episode ng the Filipino SDG Action Hour. Muli niyo kaming samahan sa isa't kalahating oras ng exciting at makabuluhang talakayan tungkol sa mga paksa na napapanahon at tiyak naman nakapupulutan ng aral at karunungan. At sa hapon na ito, pag-uusapan natin ang isang exciting na topic na pinamagatang Local Action, Global Impact, a community college perspective. So sa tulong po ng ating panauhin, malalaman natin ang pinagsama-samang hakbang, gaano man ito kaliit, kung gagawin natin ng sama-sama bilang isang komunidad can make a huge difference and a global impact na makakatulong na makamit ang mga sustainable development goals. So ang ating pong panauhin is isang educator at community leader. Currently po, siya po ang director ng Center of Community Research and Innovation sa Mabalacat City College, and he strongly focuses on community engagement and sustainable and mga inisyatibo po na nagduduktong sa mga academic research with local action. So currently po meron po siyang project tinatawag na Balacat Project. It is a collaborative effort involving DUST, Mabalacat City College, and the local government of Mabalacat, Pampanga. So yung project po aims to preserve balakat trees. So ngayon ko po nalaman na yung palang word na mabalakat o pangalan mabalakat is galing po sa puno which is balakat. So this is promoting sustainable practices within indigenous communities, demonstrating his commitment to environmental stewardship and community empowerment. And in addition to that, he also served as the officer in charge of Kayantabe, the college extension office, where he works to extend educational resources and support local communities. So yung pang mga interest po niya sa research includes cultural history and public health, with particular emphasis on how these areas intersect with community well-being, and his effort in office highlight the vital role of the community college play in fostering sustainable development and addressing pressing social issues. And through his initiative, he underscores the essential impact that community colleges have in promoting sustainable development and tackling urgent social challenges. So ngayong hapon po, sama-sama po natin pakinggan ang ating pong panauhin, Mr. James Darwin N. Lagman.
Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. Thank you, Sir Mark, for that kind words. Ngayon po, let me just share my screen. Okay po. Again po, maraming salamat po. Binigyan niyo po ako ng oportunidad para at least i-share ang aming storya sa Mabalacat City. So, the title of my presentation po is Local Action, Global Impact, a Community College Perspective. And the subtitle is Advancing SDG Through Local Initiatives at Mabalacat City College. So, as we all know po, the Sustainable Development Goals ay isang listahan. So, isa po itong listahan para to end poverty, to protect the planet, to ensure peace and prosperity. At lahat po tayo dito ay may role or may gampanin. So, which includes our institution, Mabalacat City College. So, before ko po mas palalimin pa yung ating diskusyon regarding po dun sa mga aming proyekto at paano ito nakatulong at paano kami nakakatulong sa mga proyekto po namin sa SDGs. Sino po ba kami? Who's MCC? Sino po ba ang Mabalacat City College? So, basically po, Mabalacat City College is a higher education institution na located sa Mabalacat City. Kaya katulad po na sinabi ng ating host na um, yung lugar po namin ay galing sa isang puno, which is the Balacat Tree. At kami po ay sa Pampanga. So kung hindi nyo, kami po ay nasa northern part ng Pampanga. At kung hindi nyo pa rin po alam yung Mabalacat, I think you know Clark. So a large part of the geography of Clark or the area of Clark ay Mabalacat po. Almost 90% po dito. At we're almost just 90 minutes away sa airport. So if you're anywhere from the globe, anywhere from the Philippines, you could visit us. So, and also as we know Clark, Clark is a very in terms of economically advanced kasi ang dami pong mga economic activities, ang dami pong mga industries na nakapaloob dito. So that's also most of our programs at MCC are also aims to supply Clark, yung needs po ng manpower ng Clark. Pero maliban dito sa mga features na ito, is that Mabalacat City College ay nagsaserve din po sa community natin, particularly sa mga indigenous people. So, we also serve the indigenous people, the indigenous people of the city of Haduan, particularly the our Aita brothers. So, dito po may mga proyekto din po kami, like for example, we have IPs. Ang IPs po, it's a special admission program since we are a local college. So po, limited po ang mga resources, and our admission po ay medyo konti lang po yung kaya namin accept sa admission. So binibigyan po namin ng pagkakataon ang mga IPs natin na to be automatically admitted sa ating eskwelahan. So, also, may mga programa din po kami. Like, for example, earlier, nasabi nga po ito yung sa Balakat Project with UST, and particularly ang community po na tinutulungan namin dito ay yung City Haduan. So, with that po, makikita po natin na in terms of MCC as a higher educational institution, naniniwala po kami that education is really a driving force for sustainability. If you'll be looking particularly parts of our curriculum, that we actually integrate SDG principles in our programs project para hindi lamang po para ma-empower din po ang aming mga estudyante, ang ating community, para i-fape forward po nila ito. So pag tinulungan po natin yung mga estudyante, yung mga communities natin na magkaroon po ng meaningful action at ma-fape forward po nila yung mga actions na ito. Aside from this one, is that aside from education, what is our additional role? So, as a community college. So, as a community college, very unique po yung posisyon namin eh. Kasi, kaya po namin gumawa ng mga grassroots initiatives. That's why our title is Local Actions. Most of our actions are what the locality o ano yung kailangan ng aming immediate locality. If they need if they need projects with agriculture, we'll find partners, or we could do activities in terms of agriculture. So we readily respond with the needs of the community po namin. Nakakapag-respond po kami as part of us sa community college. And hindi lamang po yun. We readily listen to them. Nakinig po kami and we respond. And they're also integrating education within that response. So, with that po, let me just give you a quick overview of some of our projects po na ginawa sa Mabalacat City College. So, if you would like to visit and would like to know more, later on po siguro sa Q&A, I could discuss more of this projects, or if you are interested with this project. So, one of our projects po that was launched last year is the Corporate Boutique. So, it tackles SDG 12 and 13. So, basically po, an overview of the Corporate Boutique is that the story behind this one is that we have found out, since most of our college are from the less privileged, ay tawag dito, ay most of them ay tuwing thesis, tuwing job interviews ay naghihiraman po sila ng mga suot na damit. At kung makikita nyo po yung quote, usually if kayo nagpa-panel, makikita nyo yung quote ay napapasa-pasa, at same lang yun as kung kayo pa nga panelist, makikita nyo na pareho lang yung sinusuot na damit ng kada isang tao sa kada grupong papasok. So, we have made an initiative that medyo nakakaano siya, nakaka-degrade sa, lalo na if you're doing a job interview and you're not dressed well, nakaka-apekto po yun sa self-confidence sa mga bata. So that's the reason, that's the rationale behind why we did the Corporate Boutique, to boost the confidence of our students. Kaya makikita niyo po, a part of our school is that meron po kaming isang area doon kung saan andun yung mga damit na donated by corporate corporate groups, companies sa Clark. And not just that, but also people na nag-graduate din at nagdo-donate ng kanilang mga damit. And at ito pong mechanism nito is circular din po, because nag-donate po sila ng damit nila, ang mga estudyante po ay bibili ng mga damit na yon, pero bibilihin po nila yon in exchange of food. So, at yung food po na in exchange or binorder po nila ay mapupunta rin naman po sa aming food pantry. So it's a very circular ano po. If you would like to know more, you could visit our website po for this one. And we also have the project Sayawit. So it's geared towards po the preservation of the indigenous knowledge that we have, especially for the Aita people po, of the Aita people or the Aita Maganshi of Sitio Haduan. So we have found out that this kind of practice is slowly degrading. That's why we have the initiative to preserve and to document this one po. The next one is which is the project that I've actually handled. It's actually the Balakat project. That is more of multi-level approach po. Later on, I'll be talking it much in detail, but it basically helps the Sitio Haduan community and also helps in terms of the propagation of the Balakat tree. The next one po na project din po na ginawa with us ng aming institute, especially the Institute of Arts and Sciences, the River Restoration. So this is also in partnership with the Clean Manila Bay. So we help to restore yung mga streams po na malapit po sa aming area. Because we have found out but in the document during the Spanish time that one of our rivers are one of the clearest, crystal clear, and it's saddened that most of our rivers right now are polluted. That's where we're making a conscious effort to restore the glory of this rivers before then. Next one po is the Project Basic that also earned a lot of awards, especially for the local youth awards, which is tackles kaya po basics because it tackles six SDGs. So ito po yung mga SDG na to: zero hunger, quality education, sustainable cities, communities, responsible consumption, climate change, and partnership with the goal. So basically po, ang ginawa po ng mga students namin dito is that they have found out that there are yung mga palengke po namin, ang ginagawa lang po nila is they just dumping waste at almost tons ang nadadump po nila na waste dito. And what they have done is to convert that waste na ginagawa po nila to fertilizers. That's why after converting it to fertilizers, is that to use that fertilizer for dun sa mga tinatanim po nila at pinamimigay po nila yon sa mga communities. So, ang again, this is part of the circular economy projects na ginagawa rin po namin. The next one is the Balakat leaf product, which is actually part of the Balakat tree project. Earlier po, sinabi po ng ating host Mark na the town is named after a tree. And the term po kasing Mabalakat, which means many balakat, Mabalakat. Pero with one of the recent studies that was conducted also by our students, that they have found out that by in 2017 that there are only 366 balaka trees. That's 2017. And it's quite ironic for us that we call ourselves many balakat, but there are only dwindling population. And also in red list, the balakat tree is noted as vulnerable, one step away of be endangered and being extinct. So that's also the reason why we do this conscious effort of making the Balakat tree relevant and valuable sa ating community. Kasi po, basically the Balakat tree has no utility for most of the people because um it's planted pero it has wala po siyang bunga, di po natin makain yung bunga niya. Pangalawa din po is that it's a for class timber, marupok po siya, so hindi po siya pwedeng gamitin for woodworks. So ito po, currently the initiatives of the college is to make researches in order to make the Balaka tree relevant and to make use utility po sa ating Balakad. Another thing din po is the Abeka project, which is centered more on the historical awareness, because there were a lot of researches that, ironically speaking, is that we're a local college and yet ang local historical awareness ng aming mga bata ay low. So also that they don't even know yung town namin ay galing sa Balakat Tree. So as a local college, kailangan namin magkaroon ng initiative on informing and making our students aware of these things. So that's the reason why we have made the Abeka exhibit. So it's a moving exhibit of featuring local history and arts made of also some of them are related to Balakat and Mabalakat heritage and culture. So these are some of our projects that we have done um over the past 2-3 years in the college. So with this with this projects last year we have around 1,501 plus in the impact rankings po. So fortunately with this kind of efforts, ito po yung sinasabi naming local actions, global impact that we have been recognized by Times Higher for this one. And also, URI have recognized this efforts po namin, especially for student support, for industrial applications and crisis management. Also, we have won the Times Higher. That's the reason why most of the higher education institutions binabati kami, "Uy, nabanggit kayo sa SONA last time." Yes, isa po kami dun sa mga schools na nabanggit last time sa SONA because of this, tawag dito, Times Higher. So, just a big, a backgrounder lang din po dito sa technological, digital innovations of the year. The story behind this is not because of the technology that we have. But it's because of how we have used technology. So, yung technology po namin na ito is actually the smart classrooms. So, smart classrooms po ay isang classroom na kung saan it's high-end na pwede po tayong mga mag-hybrid class. So, yung mga classrooms po na ito, it's not just for the regular hybrid class, but we make use of it in order to serve our students na working students na for example, some of actually I have experienced also this one. Some of my students who are attending classes during their at least their break time. So nakakapag-klase po sila, nakakasama po sila in synchronous classes because of this technology that we have. Also, some of our students na may mga health problems that they could join the classes in the comfort of their home because of this oneness na natutulungan po namin sila. And there are a lot of things that because of the hybrid um the hybrid approach that we're doing is we're helping students, especially sa yung mga indigenous and less privileged po namin, in order to have that quality education that they needed para uh, to be economically progressive din po kasi most of our students are underprivileged economic yung they're part of the socio-economic marginalized group po talaga. So uh, now ito po yung sinasabi ko earlier, at least I want like to shift ng konti with the Balakat project particularly. As I've said, it's a multi-level project na this is in partnership with DOST na nagtatakal po ng kanilang 5 entry points, at ito halos lahat po nito ay nagtatakal po ng 5 entry points po nito, which is we have projects regarding agriculture, we have projects with them regarding po sa kanilang um tawag dito, handicrafts po. We also give them earthquake awareness, propagation po ng Balakat trees, establishment po ng Balakat sanctuary, establishment po ng hiking trail, and the Balakat tree processing. As I've said to you earlier po, our concern with the Balakat trees that because the large parts of Mabalakat is already an urbanized area po. So what we have done is to tap the indigenous people that if we could utilize part of their land para magawa tong propagation na to. Aside from that, na matapos sila at mahiram po yung kanilang lupa para ano po ito, is that magamit din po yung mga puno na yun eventually pag lumaki sila for their economic din po. So that's the reason why we opted to do a lot of Balakat research na ma-utilize po yung tree at para makinabang din po yung ating mga indigenous people dito. And aside from that is that magkaroon po ng mga eco-tourism related projects po with this one. So now, what are the challenges and lessons that we have learned during this a lot of projects that we have done. One of which is, of course, since we're a local college po, we have limited funding for scaling the project. And I hope if we have stakeholders here po that are tawag dito, or at least geared towards our cost, we could look for fundings. And another one is engaging with communities on long-term sustainability. To tell you honestly, when we started the project, we really had a hard time in terms of the communities. Especially most of them had this kind of idea na I think it's not just a very specific experience with us, but I think some of the higher educational yung mga nasa academe din po dito na parang may hindrance po lalo na sa mga indigenous community na gagamitin nyo lang kami for our data, pagkatapos na kami kuhanan ng data iiwan nyo na kami. There's that kind of hindrance initially, but when we have shown our cause, pinakita po namin that we're sincere in on helping them. And what we're aiming is not just for one big time donation, but for sustainability. They have eventually accepted us and integrated, and we have made partners. Kaya po actually currently the office din po na hinahawakan po ngayon, which is Kayantabe, is that it's Kapampangan term, and yung Kayantabi po is actually the extension office. Pero we don't call it extension office po kasi we call it the Kayantabi office. And the Kayantabi of the term Kayantabi means your kasama, partner. Hindi lang po kami mere extend extend po ng kamay kung anong resources available po kami. Bagkus we're collaborators, kasama namin, kayabe, kayantabi, kasama mo, kaagapay. That's how we view our community partners as well. Pareho po kaming umaangat at gusto po namin umangat sa buhay. That's why on our end, collaboration is really a key in the localized solutions that we do. So yung best work po na ito is with the community involvement and planning po na ginagawa namin, especially the community implementation din po. Next is that in our end is of course we all of this one, kaya nga po may SDG 17 at no single institution can achieve SDGs alone. In terms of that, MCC made active collaboration with the government agencies, private organization, local communities to maximize impact. Because naniniwala po kami na hindi lang po kami naman, hindi po namin kaya alone. So we need to tap a lot of organizations to do these activities that we do. And on our end po, sabi ko nga kanina, MCC is really positioned in a very unique way kasi since we know directly the community, naniniwala po yung mga industries, naniniwala po yung mga agencies with our cause. And I think that's a blessing for community colleges because as they know the community, naniniwala sa kanila yung mga industry. Kasi itong mga companies, mga industry na ito is gusto nilang tumulong. And yun po yung mga nakuha namin sa mga meetings namin. Gusto nilang tumulong, pero hindi nila alam kung paano tumulong. And that's why we as community college, we make ourselves as bridge para ma-bridge yung gap ng mga gustong tumulong at kailangan ng tulong at this end. So, on our end, what are the future directions po namin? Ano po yung mga uh, na-achieve po namin dumato, ano po yung mga future directions po namin. First one, of course, na mas ma-expand pa po yung aming Balakat project na maibalik yung Balakat tree sa Babalakat na mas padamihin pa again yung Balakat tree. The next one is magkaroon pa po kami ng mga magkaroon po kami ng community-driven research hub na currently po ito yung po yung ginagawa po ngayon namin as we have changed the style of research that we have na hindi na lang siya basta research for publication because research for community impact. Yun po yung target po namin ngayon. And of course, the last one na kailangan namin is to strengthen industry and academic partnership. As one of our aims is to help our students economically, kailangan po namin makipag-partner sa mga industries para din po maging ready po sila sa work. So, yun po yung currently po na pinapalakas din po namin on our end. Therefore, one of our biggest goals din po is our goal, this actions that we create ay maging scalable. Di lang po scalable, replicable model for sustainable development para ma-adapt din po ng other communities, especially those higher education institutions that would like to be at least like us as community colleges na hindi lamang po more on focus sa diploma bagkus ma-focus po yung both economic needs sa mga bata and also the needs of the community. So with that po, I end you with this one. As educators, as students, citizens, we call and make a difference. Let's take a local action and achieve global impact. Think global, act local. With that po, maraming salamat. If you would like to reach me po, here's my email po. If you want to collaborate, just reach me po through my email. Maraming salamat po. Again, thank you for Future Earth Philippines for giving us the platform to share this story mo Mabalacat City College. Maraming salamat po ulit.
Ayun nako, Sir Darwin, kami po dapat po magpasalamat sa pagbibigay niyo po ng oras na maging kabahagi po at parte po ng Future Earth SDG Action Hour. So, Sir, napakaganda po ng inyong presentation kasi nakapakita po dito na bilang isang individual, bilang isang part po ng academe, kaya po nating ihalo at isayaw ito at gawin isang social responsibility. So hindi lang po tayo para research, ganun-ganan. Ito po, may research, may action.
Yes
Kasi
po.
kung research na tayo pero wala po tayong outcome, medyo nakalagay lang po tayo sa libro.
Yes
So,
po.
sir, ito lang po, sa isa pong napakagandang topic natin ngayong hapon, ano po yung hingi po ako sa inyo ng parting words para po sa ating mga attendees, ano po sa mga young minds, sa mga bata po nating mga panauhin. Ano po ang inyong message sa kanila and how they can make local action with global impact?
Okay po. I guess my suggestion, especially like for example, maybe we have attendees po from the local colleges din po, or at least some students na iniisip nila, uy, SDG paano ko achieve yung no poverty, zero hunger. Those are, if you'll be looking at in a big scale, it seems impossible.
Is
Yan din po,
drowning.
yan din po yung tingin namin na sa local community college, that it's really a big task. Pero what we have done is that, okay, is this is this problem a need of the community? Sumasagot po ba siya sa community? You ask yourself, sumasagot po ba siya sa community? Kailangan ba siya ng community? Let's listen to the community. When we listen with the community, um, and it's just not listening with tawag dito no with as an academic academic perspective, we need to listen with them in the human heart. Yun po siguro yung I think one of the key factor. Kasi when we listen them as academicians, nagkakaroon po tayo ng blur perspective eh. So we need to first listen with them as a human being, as a human person. Then afterwards, we try to respond with them with the resources that we have as part of the academy. So I that's the path that we have also taken. We have listened to them first as part of our community. After that, what we could do as part of the higher educational institutions. We're not just here to produce graduates. We're not just here to be a factory of diploma, but we're here at least to uplift our community.
Tama
Yun
po.
po siguro yung pinaka goal on our end. Maraming salamat po ulit.
Salamat po. And sir, natutunan ko po na para po ma-achieve po natin itong local action with global impact, importante din po na magkaroon tayo ng as a community, hindi po enough na meron tayong degree, hindi enough na meron tayong natapos. Importante po sa community na magkaroon tayo ng psychological and mental molding na maging concern. Kasi doon
Yes
po
po.
magsisimula ang lahat para po magawa po natin yung ating social responsibility. So with that, sir, thank you po for being an inspiration, hindi lang po sa mga attendees and viewers natin ngayon, and most possibly, sir, sa madami pong henerasyon ng mga estudyante na hahawakan po ninyo. Thank you
Thank
for
you din
doing
po.
a good job. And sa mga listeners po natin, maraming salamat po sa pagsama po sa aming ngayong hapon. Ako po si Mark Flores, sa inyong host for today. And see you po again next week sa isa naman po napakagandang episode. You all enjoy the rest of the week. Bye for now.